Left a letter on the motel bed, words I wrote but never said. Key still warm in my shaking hand. Another mile, another stand. The sun breaks slow across the land, where dreams dissolve like desert sand. The signs don't tell you where to go, they only echo what you know. Every road I take feels thin, like chasing who I could have been. But I don't stop to analyze, I'm headed where the river flies. There's a place that pulls me near, past the edge of doubt and fear, where the river turns to sky. And I don't need to wonder why, where nothing's chained and nothing's planned, just open road and open land. I don't say hello or goodbye, where the river turns to sky. I've worn regret like leather skin, but it don't fit like it did then. I'm lighter now with each new bend, each wrong turn makes me whole again. The map is gone, the path is wide, and I'm still learning how to ride. There's no promise, no clear view, just a sky that's always new, where the river turns to sky. And the silence knows I tried it. No finish line, no curtain drawn, just the hum and moving on. Let me drift, let me fly, where the river turns to sky. So if you hear I've disappeared, don't mourn, just know I steered toward the place where eagles cry, where the river turns to sky. Chained to my name, no driveway carved in picture frames. I don't own more than what I wear, and that's the way I breathe the air. No roots to hold, no lock or key, where I go I'm free. The sky don't ask me where I've been, the road don't care what's lost within. I ride with songs and worn out maps, with windows down and thunder claps. No script to read, no one to please, where I go I'm free. They build their walls and plant their stakes, I chase the wind and make mistakes, where I go I'm free. No chain, no time, no guarantee, just boots that walk where mountains lean, and lungs that taste what might have been. No rules to bind, no eyes on me, where I go I'm free. I've kissed the rain in 7 states, I've slept outside the heavy gates. I don't regret the lives I left, they weren't for me, they were for theft. I choose the ride, not the just a soul that won't be sold. Where I go, I'm free. I'm not for sale, I'm not on lease. No need to own what lets me breathe. I am the dust beneath your feet. No title stamp, no boundaries. Where I go, I'm free. So if you see me passing through, don't ask me when or ask me who. Just know I ride. Oh, where I'm free. I drove past towns without a sign, past faces blurred by dust and time. The gas ran low, the sky grew pale, but something kept me on the trail. No roots to plant, no prize to claim, just roads that forget your name. The mirrors cracked, the windows sighed, the dreams I had just stepped aside. I passed the past, I passed the blame, I passed through towns that knew no shame. No memories there to stake or frame, just places where the road forgets your name. The mirrors cracked, the windows sighed, the dreams I had just stepped aside. I passed the past, I passed the blame, I passed through towns that knew no shame. No memories there to stake or frame, just places where the road forgets your name. You lose yourself in broken skies, but find a peace that never lies. Where the road forgets your name, there's no one left to point the blame. No weight to drag, no past to haul, just fields and rivers taking all. You shed your skin, you shed your shame. Where the road forgets your name. I caught the wind behind my back and rode till every voice turned black. The silence filled the spaces left and stitched a hope inside my chest. No whispered fears, no hunger's claim, just healing where the road forgets your name. You find your soul when dreams decay, in every mile you drive away. Where the road forgets your name, you're just a story in the rain. No letters carved, no dates engraved, just open space and better days. No crowns, no chains, no final aim. Where the road forgets your name. So if I vanish with the sky, just know I'm somewhere rolling by. She lit a smoke with your last match, took your coat and didn't look back. She kissed you like she meant goodbye, with fire hiding in her eyes. You watched her walk through midnight rain, already feeling her remains. tears and gasoline. You thought she stayed 'cause love was right, but she was built for sleepless nights. No ring, no roots, no plan to break, just a trail of whiskey in her wake. She doesn't run, she doesn't stay, she just burns and fades away. There's whiskey in her wake, and smoke in every choice she makes. She'll hold you like a long lost song, then vanish like she don't belong. Your heart's the risk, the price, the stake, for the whiskey in her wake. You'll tell your friends it was a phase, but feel her ghost for endless days. Her scent will haunt your leather seat, her name too sharp, her touch too sweet. You'll hate her, miss her, ache and shake, but still chase whiskey in her wake. You never owned her, never could. She tasted bad, but felt too good. There's whiskey in her wake, and lies she lets your soul remake. She'll make you vow and then revoke, like poetry that ends in smoke. You'll beg for peace, she'll never fake. That's the whiskey in her wake. Oh, so raise a glass to all she stole, and toast the fire that burned your soul. She didn't bend, she didn't break, she left you with her wake. On minute two with the radio low, lights flicker in a neon glow. Old man smokes by the coffee stand, says everyone here's run from a plan. A waitress hums an old refrain while wiping down a window pane. The jukebox sings a song I knew from when I still believed in you. The waitress asks, you staying long? I smile and say, just till I'm gone. Some places don't require names, just a need to outrun blame. It's where the tired hearts collide, and stories slip out with the fries. Whispers at the truck stop, where the broken voices drop. Every booth a brand new tale of love that slipped or went off rail. No need to cry, no need to swap, just whispers at the truck stop. She left me at a different one, outside Tucson, chasing sun. I still drive like she might call, like pain don't answer after all. But for tonight, this coffee's fine, and I'll be gone by morning time. The road forgets, but not tonight, where silence holds the exit light. Whispers at the truck stop, where you trade your tears for talk. Strangers know just when to nod, no judgments, just a subtle prod. When you leave, you don't unlock the whispers at the truck stop. stop. Found your voice in an empty glass. The jukebox cried a song too fast. Your name spilled out between the beers, a ghost too stubborn to disappear. I tip my hat to broken rules and wish words on a bar stool. The neon blurred the fight we lost, two lives divided by the cost. I held my pride like shattered stone, while you just begged to not be alone. Now all that's left are drunken tools and last words on a bar stool. We never learned to bend or break, just raised our walls with every ache. Last words on a bar stool, spoken soft, a little cruel. I said goodbye, you said goodbye, but neither one believed the lie. Love slipped silent into cool, with last words on a bar stool. The barkeep wiped your smile away as dawn replaced the songs we played. I tried to call you one more time, but lost my voice in bitter wine. Now every drink replays a duel of last words on a bar stool. Some endings crawl, some endings bleed, but ours just drowned in whiskey's creed. Last words on a bar stool, half a heart and half a fool. We walked away without a roar, just broken glass across the floor. No clean goodbye, no golden rule, just last words on a bar stool. So if you ever wonder why, just listen to that lonesome cry of last words on a bar stool. Last words on a bar stool. There's a curve past the county line where the dust gives up on time. The signs are faded, the fence is lean, but something in me feels serene. I don't know what I'm headed to, just chasing where the wild turns blue. The sky don't judge, the wind don't ask. I peel away my rusted past. The world behind me held too tight, but here the silence fits just right. And I don't need a clearer view, just this road where the wild turns blue. I never felt like I belonged, but hear the echoes sound like song. I'm driving where the wild turns blue, where the sky forgets what I've been through. No path, no clock, no warning sign, just endless road and borrowed time. I don't want answers, just the truth, out where the wild turns blue. I met a drifter in the bend. He said won't ever end. We shared a beer, we shared a name, then parted ways without a flame. But I still carry what he knew, to follow where the wild turns blue. Some ride for home, some ride to flee, but me, I ride to just be free. I'm driving where the wild turns blue, with no return and nothing due. I've left the past in rearview light and found my peace in endless night. There's beauty in what won't come true, out where the wild turns blue. So if I vanish out of view, don't chase me, I'm just chasing blue. I saw your name light up my screen, like smoke from something in between. You said, just checking in, that's all. Like love was something soft and small. You broke my heart but played it good. You don't miss me like you should. I hear you laugh in other bars and wonder who you fooled so far. You move like nothing's out of place, while I'm still haunted by your face. I gave you more than anyone could, but you don't miss me like you should. I stayed awake through nights you slept. You lost a love I never kept. You don't miss me like you should, like I was just misunderstood. You walked away with dry regret, while I still ache with no reset. You flow through days like I was wood. You don't miss me like you should. I've tried to run, I've tried to heal, but nothing numbs what's left to feel. I thought you'd crack, I thought you'd call, but you just faded through it all. Now I know it's set for good. You don't miss me like you should. I kept the flame while you let go, and now you act like you don't know. You don't miss me like you should, and maybe now it's understood. You found a way to just erase, while I still see your face. You let me break, you said I could. You don't miss me like you should. So if I cross your mind tonight, don't pretend that makes it right. You don't miss me like you should. I've got a picture by the stairs, but you're not in it, just the air. Your coffee cup, your chair, your shoes, the outline where you used to move. I searched for you in every frame, but you don't show up, just the name. The light was perfect, shadows clean, but you were always in between. Too soft to hold, too hard to find. A memory blurred inside my mind. You touched the lens, then turned and laughed. Now you don't show up in photographs. You left no mess, no shattered glass, just vanished where the shutter passed. You don't show up in photographs, just empty corners, fading laughs. The room still holds your kind of grace, but never quite your face. I've looked 100 times and asked, but you don't show up in photographs. I framed the days we never said, hung them like art above my bed. Your voice still echoes down the hall, but never answers when I call. The truth gets lost in aftermath, and you don't show up in photographs. You were the silence in the sound, the ghost that never turned around. You don't show up in photographs. Your every smile I couldn't grasp. You left behind your scent, your light, but never stayed in sight. The film was full, the moment passed, and you don't show up in photographs. So I'll keep framing what won't last, still chasing you in photographs. I watched you smile from across the room, like spring had bloomed without my tune. You laughed the way I used to know, but not for me, not anymore. Your eyes lit up, your heart broke free. You fell in love without me. You told the world you found your home, while I sat silent, carved in stone. I kept the door you wouldn't need, still guarding space you didn't see. The truth was colder than the sea. You fell in love without me. Some hearts are missed, some hearts are spared, but I just watched and wasn't there. You fell in love without me, built new dreams where I can't be. I stayed the ghost, you stayed the light. I faded soft into the night. No songs to sing, no place to flee. You fell in love without me. I wish you joy, I wish you skies, but deep inside my silent sigh love that bled. You fell in love without me, a sunrise where I couldn't see. You found the hand I couldn't hold and left me shivering in the cold. No goodbye sign, no raging plea. You fell in love without me. So if you wonder why I'm still, it's 'cause you love without the will. You took your coat, you took your rings. You left the books, you left the strings. You closed the door with careful grace, but left your shadow in this place. No bags could hold what hurt the most. You forgot to take your ghost. The kitchen hums with words you said. The floorboards creak like old regrets. Your perfume lives on second floors. Your silence leaks through crooked doors. You packed your shoes, you made your boast, but you forgot to take your ghost. Some leave with noise, some leave with pride. You left with all you couldn't hide. You forgot to take your ghost. It lingers here when I need it most. In every chair, in every sigh, in every faded lullaby. You thought you left me all alone, but you forgot to take your ghost. I hear your laugh in empty rooms. It's stitched inside the afternoon. I swear your keys still jingle once. Your whisper hums in broken months. No flights, no fights, no letters post. Just the ghost you left the most, the most. You carried bags, you slammed the frame, but your ghost stayed behind your name. You forgot to take your ghost. It haunts the life I miss the most. It dances through my coffee steam. It tears apart my dreams. You moved away but held me close when you forgot to take your ghost. So if you wonder why I drift, it's 'cause you left the heaviest gift. You didn't scream, you didn't cry. Just let the silence multiply. I watched your fingers graze the frame and felt the weight of silent blame. You didn't rush, you didn't go. You let the door close slow. We said too little, said too late. spark. I thought we'd mend, but we just coasted to the end. No shattered glass, no final blow. You let the door close slow. I stood there still like you might stay, but love don't work that way. You let the door close slow, like it hurt to let me know. No slam, no sound, just quiet grace still haunts this hollow space. No clean goodbye, no final show. You let the door close slow. I replay nights we never fixed, the dreams we folded into bricks, yeah. You gave me every subtle sign, but I was blind to every line. Now echoes fall like winter snow, since you let the door close slow. You knew the end before I knew, and let it close like falling dew. You let the door close slow. No flames, just letting go. And I still hear it when it's late, the sound of choosing quiet fate. No need to rush, no need to show. You let the door close slow. Now love's a whisper in the hall, a silence I still hear it all, since you let the door close slow. Said the words before the feel. You held my hand, but not for real. You laughed too hard, you smiled too wide, while something faded deep inside. You didn't break, you didn't curse, you just loved me in reverse. You made the plans, you played the part, but left no footprints in my heart. You wore the mask, you said the lines, while building walls in double time. You built the bridge, then dug the hearse. You just loved me in reverse. Some loves collapse in fire and rain, but yours just twisted in the frame. You love me in reverse. Every blessing wore a curse. Every kiss erased a day. Every promise moved away. You smiled while you rehearsed. You love me in reverse. Now I replay each tender word like songs that lose the second verse. I thought we'd bloom, but you withdrew, leaving echoes I can't undo. A shadow woven unrehearsed. You just love me in reverse. I didn't catch it in the spin till you had folded from within. You love me in reverse. Each gift became another thirst. You led me close, then set me free. You vanished while you stayed with me. No battle, no immersed. You just love me in reverse. And now I write these broken words for the love you loved in reverse. made me like a vinyl spin. Soft it start then caving in. You sang my name then dropped the tune. A chorus left to fade too soon. No lasting chord, no place to belong. You love me like a temporary song. You hummed along but missed the beat. You tapped your foot then changed the sheet. You called it love, I called it real. But you just love the way it feels. No bridge to cross, no verses strong. You love me like a temporary song. Some hearts are played to last and build, but yours just skipped and got refilled. You love me like a temporary song, sweet but never meant for long. A melody you couldn't save, a rhythm you refused to crave. No steady hand to sing along. You love me like a temporary song. Now when the jukebox hums at night, I hear your ghost in broken light. The notes you left still brush my skin. A ballad lost in whirling spin. No steady key, no right or wrong, just the love of a temporary song. You never planned to let it stay, just let it echo then decay. You love me like a temporary song, a fire built to not last long. You left your hook, you left your side, but never meant to say goodbye. No slow crescendo pulling strong. You love me like a temporary song. Once was home. Walked in like a rolling storm, all beauty, chaos, wild and warm. You touched me once then pulled away, like thunder teasing out the day. You weren't a love, you were a warning, that hearts like yours don't wait for morning. Kissed like fire in the wind, and smiled like it was just pretend. I held on tight but not enough. You made the gentle feel too rough. I should've run that early morning, but I stayed when you were warning. Some loves are soft, some loves are kind, but you were flames that wouldn't mind. You loved me like a warning, flashing bright then gone by morning. You never promised you'd remain, just burned your mark into my name. Not here to stay, not built for mourning. You just loved me like a warning. The just the scorning of being loved like a warning. You didn't ask, you didn't plead, you just became the wound I'd bleed. You loved me like a warning, oh, like red lights I kept ignoring. I chased your shadow down the night and lost the day to find the fight. You were never made for mourning. You loved me like a warning. Now when I see the lightning start, I hear your name inside my heart, still loving me. Like a said forever at the door, then turned around and asked for more. Your hands were cold, your voice was thin, like love had worn too dark to win. I stood there hoping you'd restore, but you said forever at the door. We danced through months like broken clocks, each minute ticking off the shocks. You loved me less but smiled the same, and left me holding all the blame. Your keys were there, your shoes on floor, yet you said forever at the door. Some lies wear lace, some lies wear grace, but yours just wore your pretty face. You said forever at the door, like it was something to ignore, a word you used to fill the space before you left without a trace. I heard it once, I won't hear more. You said forever at the door. Now when I pass that hallway light, I still remember that last night, the way your eyes betrayed your lips, the silent air between the sips. No storm, no fight, no final war, just forever at the door. I should have known, I should have known, the promise that you never said. You said forever at the door, but love don't knock and run no more. You left the truth I can't repair, still echoes hanging in the air. You loved me less than less once more. You said forever at the door. So if you ever speak again, say what you mean, not just pretend. Not forever at the door. So if you ever speak again, say what you mean, not just pretend. Not forever at the door. you still cared, but looked at me like I wasn't there. You kissed goodnight, but not the same, like love had slipped without a name. The lights were on, the fire dimmed. You stayed until you didn't. You laughed at jokes you used to feel, but silence crept behind the meal. You danced with me, but missed the beat. Your rhythm lost beneath your feet. You stayed in form, but not in skin. You stayed until you didn't. Some hearts don't break in just one night. They fade beneath the softest light. You stayed until you didn't. Love me till it felt like distance. You smiled the way you always had, but every grin grew paper thin and sad. I held on while you played pretend. You stayed until the end. Now I replay those final days where warmth became a hollow phase. I tried to speak, you turned away and vanished like the end of day. No door was slammed, no glass was split. You stayed until you didn't. I didn't lose you all at once, just piece by piece in quiet months. You stayed until you didn't, until your silence grew persistent. You whispered love, but it was staged, a chapter left without a page. You left while never moving in. You stayed until you didn't. So if they ask how it all went wrong, I'll say she stayed, but not for long. You didn't leave in just one day. You packed your silence on delay. Each word grew shorter, colder still, until goodbye was just goodwill. No storm, no shout, no desperate route. You just took the long way out. You smiled like it was still the same, but love was only left in name. I saw the way you held the door, like you weren't coming back no more. No slam, no fight, no fiery doubt. You just took the long way out. Some hearts break loud, some fade in years. You drifted off without a breeze. You took the long way out, not in rage, not with a shout. You wore the air like Sunday clothes and slipped away on quiet toes. No final kiss, no tear to scout. You just took the long way out. Now every wall still holds your scent, a love that stayed but never meant. You didn't run, you didn't stay, you just dissolved along the way. No sudden crash, no burning drought. You just took the long way out. I wasn't left, I wasn't thrown. You just outgrew what we had known. You took the long way out, watched you drift without a word, your silence louder than I'd heard. You smiled like someone out of reach and left without a single breach. I stayed pretending not to cry, but you were gone before goodbye. Your coffee cooled, your keys were there, but something missing filled the air. You touched my hand, but looked away, like love had moved or stayed away. No slammed door, no tear to dry. You were gone before goodbye. I tried to hold, your keys were there, but something missing filled the air. You touched my hand, but looked away, like love had moved or stayed away. No slammed door, no tear to dry. You were gone before goodbye. I tried to hold the shape of love, but shadows slip when you reach up. You were gone before goodbye. No warning, just a softer sigh. You didn't run, you didn't fight. You vanished slowly out of sight, left me staring at the sky. You were gone before goodbye. I still replay that final day, like looking at a house decay. We smiled, we laughed, we shared a meal, but nothing in it felt quite real. I begged the moment not to lie, but you were gone before goodbye. We didn't break, we didn't bend, we just forgot how love should end. You were gone before goodbye. Already gone, no, by my side. You took your heart and left it whole, while I stayed staring through the hole. No last words, no reason why, just gone before goodbye. So if I seem a little lost, just know what leaving never cost. You were gone before goodbye. You made the coffee just the same, still kissed my cheek, still spoke my name. But something colder filled the room, a silence hanging like perfume. Your eyes said what your words betrayed. You were leaving while you stayed. You folded shirts with practiced grace, but wore goodbye to cross your face. The dinners cooked, the laughter tried, but cracks kept showing where you lied. I saw the way you bent and swayed. You were leaving while you stayed. Not every door has to be slammed. Some just dissolve inside your hands. But you were leaving while you stayed, while smiles and soft routines were played. I reached for you through empty breath, through tender looks already left. No suitcase packed, no bills unpaid, but you were leaving while you stayed. second chance. You didn't shout, you didn't plead, you just outgrew